Okay, let's find out what spirit wants us to know right now. Oh, okay. I'll take all of them. These were a lot. Oh, this relationship is bad for you. Okay. First card was get rid of that destructive habit. Next card was dream bigger. What you want is already aligned. You are a natural healer. You will be successful. And you're surrounded by false friends. Interesting. And start that project. Ooh, okay. I'm wondering if, like, we're saying you're surrounded by false friends. I'm wondering if that's where the overall energy is like that relationship is bad for you, but we'll clarify. Please tell me more, Spirit, about get rid of that destructive habit. Ooh, not seeing when connections have expired. I feel like that's what Spirit is letting you know. You're not realizing when connections have expired. I feel like, and also not realizing that there's better people out there who are more suited for you. And what I'm hearing, this new version of you, like you're entering into a different era and you've outgrown some people. And it's okay to feel the loss. It's okay to feel like you've outgrown people. It's okay to know that these connections aren't serving you anymore. You don't have to turn a blind eye to it. You don't have to stay in like being indecisive. You don't have to, yeah, you don't have to pretend anymore. It's okay to move on. It's okay to move on. And it's okay to be your most successful self. And maybe you had a lot of people in your life, or maybe a few that you felt threatened or felt some type of way with you taking charge, you stepping into the spotlight, you being more seen, you being more assertive, going after what it is that you set your heart out to. I don't know, I'm just getting a lot of people who maybe you didn't realize, but you were kind of holding yourself back the more you were entertaining these connections with people who were, I honestly feel like, being a little bit of like a hater to you. Please tell me more about dream big. What you want is already aligned. Yeah, I feel like spirit right now is just really asking you to work on yourself, to work on your craft, to work on what it is that you're trying to generate for yourself. And for a lot of you guys, it's money. Spirit wants you to stay tenacious. Spirit wants you to stay driven. Spirit wants you to go after what it is that you have set your mind to. Like it's mind over matter. That's what I'm hearing. Like spirit is like, we don't have time for you to focus anymore on connections that are not uplifting you, connections that are not serving you, connections that are not pouring into you. We need you to focus on yourself. We need you to focus on your career. We need you to focus on that project. We need you to start that project. Please tell me more about you are a natural healer. Yeah, I feel like that's the reason why you attract so many people into your life that that are not serving you. Like I feel like because of your innate healing ability, because people recognize, wow, I feel better when I'm in your presence, whether they tell you this or not. A lot of people realize, like, oh wow, I feel better in this person's presence. I feel lighter. I feel happier, and it's because a lot of the times these people are sucking your energy. These people sometimes can be energetic vampires, and that's why it's important to set boundaries. And don't be surprised if the people that you cut off or leave behind want to reach back out to you. It's really your choice and your decision as to whether you're going to entertain these people again. But I feel like if these people weren't serving you and you didn't feel like that their friendship, yeah, like was adding to your life, then why are you going to entertain these people just to say that, I don't know, you have friends or that you have X amount of friends, or I don't know. It's like a weird energy that I'm picking up on where it's not like, oh my God, these people are horrible and these people were out to get you. Is that sometimes when we grow and evolve, we realize that we're not on the same vibration as certain other people. And that's okay too. And maybe it's not so much that for some of you guys, you need to cut people off, but maybe you don't need to say yes every single time they reach out to you. Maybe it's about you using your discernment and realizing like, oh yeah, like, do I am I going to pick and choose to invest in myself, what spirit is asking you to, or are you going to choose to invest your time and energy into somebody where, I don't know, they're like on an associate level? I think that's also another thing too, to recognize, okay, is this person a friend, or is this just an associate that I can go and hang out with and chop it up for like an hour or two, but I need to go back to my business? Like, I think spirit just doesn't want you to have any more distractions. And it's like, your healing ability is sacred, and it's like you need to view yourself as being sacred. You're not just here when people need their quick fix of feeling better. I think that's what spirit is like. I think you're waking up to the fact of, oh wow, I think sometimes people just only hit me up and call me up when they need me to play counselor, when they need me to be that supportive friend. And don't get me wrong, like, we all, if we're friends, we should be supportive, but it shouldn't be that this person's only calling you when shit is hitting the fan, and also, you're not the fixer. You're not here to fix people's problems. You're here to work on yourself. You're here to become the best version of yourself. I feel like that's what that Eight of Pentacles is really about. So I think you may start to become over certain connections, because I think you really feel like, no, I am sacred, and I deserve other people who are kind of like on the same level as me. I don't know. I think you're just being more protective of your energy and how much energy you exert in this new phase of your life. Spirit is saying you will be successful. Let's clarify that. Yeah, I feel like you will be successful when it comes to, I feel like you're in also the process of transforming your mind, transforming your mindset. I feel like affirmations would be something that would really benefit you as well too. I think also not jumping into connections, not jumping into anything. I think it's more so really taking the time to really consider things before you just start rushing in. Because I think also too, like, when it comes to the devil, it's sometimes I feel like, I think what you're breaking free of is feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling bound to certain ideas, to certain labels. I'm hearing. Let me see more about the devil. Yeah, you're breaking free. As I said, you're breaking free of any and all limitations that you placed upon yourself. You're not afraid to come out your comfort zone. If anything, you're starting to strategize and you're starting to plan. Okay, I'm taking more risks in life. And I feel like you're all about just breaking free and having fun and being your high vibrational, joyous self. And I think that's also what it is about, like, you needing to clean up your environment, who's in your inner circle. And I see the more that you continue to set yourself free and you realize that you're not trapped, I feel like that's when you're going to start really stepping into your power and being your most powerful self. I feel like being your most successful self as well too. I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings attached to this free version of yourself. And let's clarify, you were surrounded by false friends. Yeah, I think it's also really important with you're surrounded by false friends to really see, okay, why are people trying to court me as their friend? Is it because they feel like, okay, this person, meaning you, is magnetic? This person's successful, this person's ambitious. Like, it's because, don't get me wrong, I think we should be inspired by people. So there's nothing wrong with you being inspired by someone, but it's a difference when the person's trying to get your blueprint and they're trying to know your recipe. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't feel like we should gatekeep, different things that have helped us along the way for to unlock this happy, healthy, successful version of ourselves. But people, I feel like a lot of times are lazy and don't want to do the inner work. And they can't just bypass doing the inner work. So I feel like be very careful with this Ace of Wands to just saying yes to anybody who's trying to be your friend, anybody who's just trying to get to know you. Like, exercise your discernment. It's not about saying no and flat out being no and resistant to people. No, because I feel like you're open and you're social and you're a social butterfly. So spirit is like, still be your social butterfly, happy, bubbly self, but just be mindful that there's some people who, like I said, maybe immature, maybe not on the same level, the same vibration as you. And with Start That Project, I just feel like you're just in a new level of your healing, where I feel like Spirit is like really start weaving out what is making you unhappy, what is still keep making you feel like you're stuck in pain, like release that.